Yep.
There's something I forgot to tell you that Lynn wants me to put in. When my dad was very sick, he had to have a hobby. My mother forced him into having a hobby. And the one thing he liked was carpentry, so he decided he was going to build a boat. And he started off with thinking about a 12-foot boat and a 14-foot boat, and landed up, he built a boat that was the length of our sunroom, which would be about 18 to 20 feet. And the boat turned out to be a simple boat into a twin cockpit inboard motor runabout. He built it out of oak for the struts and the framing with brass screws. I remember that. Very, very sure that he had something that didn't rust. And then he had the outside planking was mahogany. And no motor in it at this stage. And he finally went at it. He spent the whole winter working at it, and it was good therapy. Good therapy.
So he did this in the sunroom.
In the wintertime.
At the Hansard house.
Yeah. And when it came time to remove it, we had quite a time jiggling it out the...
Your French doors?
French doors. We had to put it on side and scrape it through, and take the doors off. And then we got it lugged into the back lane and put up on a trailer and carted away, and they took it to a mechanic shop and installed a 4-cylinder Star automotive motor that had been converted to marine, so it pumped water through the system. Got that in, got everything hooked up except the steering. And the steering was from a steering wheel in the front, and people would sit in the back and the motor was in the center.
Mm-hmm.
And we got it down to the lake on a trailer. I remember my grandfather was there to help too. And we got it into the water, and my dad fired it up after putting gasoline in it. The motor ran and purred like a charm. But he forgot to hook the steering up, and he didn't have the, he didn't have the tools to do it. So he was just bursting with energy to get this thing out, even though he wasn't feeling well. So he sat on the back in front of the engine where the keel was, with a pair of gloves on and wires for the steering in either hand. My grandfather ran the motor in front in small degrees so we didn't go too fast. I can see them now putting around the lake. My dad going like this, and my grandfather adjusting the speed.
And you were in the boat too?
There was no place to... Another thing that failed to come into... Where were you going to put the boat when you got it down there? There was no dock.
Mm.
So we tied it up to the rocks and put tires in between it. And eventually, at the end of the summer, it was just too much. And so Dad sold it to one of the local people.
Mm. Oh.
Yeah.
So just one season you used it?
Not even that, really.
Wow.
Went down there midsummer, I guess it was.
How old were you when that happened?
12. Now I'm 85.
That's a good ending.